Good evening. This is Sri Kshetra Reddy reporting for IIN. Our top headlines today cover stories from shocking incidents of violence and unrest, political shifts in Spain, and significant developments in science and international relations. Let's get started. Shocking video surfaces of sexual assault amidst ethnic violence in Manipur, India.
Thank you, Sri Kshetra Reddy. I'm reporting from Manipur, India, where a disturbing video has come to light, capturing a sexual assault incident amidst the ongoing ethnic violence in the region. The video has sparked outrage and intensified calls for justice and peace. Authorities are investigating the authenticity of the footage and working to identify the perpetrators involved. The situation remains tense as communities grapple with the aftermath of this shocking revelation. Our hearts go out to the victims, and we will continue to follow this story closely as it unfolds.
Ailing Conservative government faces double election defeat. Rishi Sunak loses twice.
In political news, the Conservative government in the UK is grappling with a significant blow as Chancellor Rishi Sunak loses not once but twice in key elections. The government's popularity has waned in recent months, leading to consecutive defeats for the ruling party. This double election loss raises questions about the future leadership and policies of the Conservative Party. Opposition parties are seizing the opportunity to gain momentum ahead of the upcoming general election. The UK's political landscape is undergoing a major shift, and we will keep you updated on the latest developments.
Women's rights at risk as Spain's far-right Vox party emerges as potential kingmaker.
In Spain, the far-right Vox party's growing influence is causing concern for women's rights ahead of the upcoming election. Recent polls suggest that Vox could potentially become a kingmaker, holding considerable sway over the formation of the government. The party's stance on issues such as gender equality and women's reproductive rights has raised alarm among activists and advocates. With the election drawing near, all eyes are on the political developments in Spain, as the country faces critical choices that could shape its future direction.
Swedish embassy in Iraq stormed by protesters over controversial Quran burning plan.
I'm reporting from Baghdad, Iraq, where the Swedish embassy has become the center of protests after a controversial Quran burning plan by a Swedish citizen. Angered by the incident, protesters gathered outside the embassy, demanding accountability and expressing their grievances. Authorities in both Sweden and Iraq are working to de-escalate the situation and find a resolution. The incident has strained diplomatic relations between the two countries. We will closely monitor further developments in this delicate situation.
Greenland ice core discovery raises concerns about potential disastrous sea level rise.
I'm reporting from Greenland, where a significant ice core discovery is raising concerns among climate scientists. Recent research indicates that the ice sheet's melting rate is accelerating, and if it continues at this pace, it could lead to disastrous sea level rise in the coming decades. The findings underscore the urgency of addressing climate change and its global impact. As world leaders and environmental experts convene in international forums, the focus on mitigating climate change and protecting vulnerable regions like Greenland becomes increasingly critical.
Bitter cold hampers search for earthquake survivors in Turkey, dampening hopes of rescue.
Thank you, Sri Kshetra Reddy. In Turkey, the aftermath of a devastating earthquake has left rescuers facing extreme challenges. The bitter cold weather is hampering search efforts to locate survivors, dampening hopes of finding more people alive. The earthquake, which struck several days ago, has already claimed numerous lives, and the priority remains to find those trapped under the debris. Rescuers are working tirelessly, but the harsh weather conditions are posing significant obstacles. Our thoughts are with the victims and their families during this difficult time.
Italy hit by tennis ball-sized hail, leaving over 100 injured.
In Italy, an unusual weather event has caused havoc as the country was hit by tennis ball-sized hailstones. Over 100 people have been reported injured, and properties have sustained significant damage. The sudden and severe hailstorm caught many by surprise, leaving communities grappling with the aftermath. Authorities are working to assess the full extent of the impact, and relief efforts are underway to assist those affected. We will keep a close eye on developments in Italy as the country recovers from this destructive weather event.
Thank you, Ivan, for those insightful reports. That wraps up our news coverage for tonight. Stay tuned for more updates and in-depth analysis on these stories and more. I'm Sri Kshetra Reddy, and this is IIN channel. Have a great evening.